Okay, since it's Father's Day today, I thought I'd take a little time to talk about Jesus' dad, Joseph, who, let's be honest, is probably the real father of Jesus. Now, let me explain. Joseph is only mentioned in the birth narratives of Matthew and Luke, and although very different, both genealogies clearly go through Joseph. As seen here in Matthew, Jacob is the father of Joseph, who is the husband of Mary, who bore Jesus. In Luke's account, it says Jesus was the son, as was thought, of Joseph, the son of Heli. So it looks like Joseph has different fathers, which doesn't make sense, but the genealogies definitely go through Joseph. Now in Luke, it does have those brackets that say as was thought, but who's to say that wasn't added later? Many scholars believe that the birth narrative in Luke was a later addition to his gospel. Later in Luke, when Jesus is a child, Mary and Joseph can't find him. They eventually find him in the temple in Jerusalem where Mary says, "Your father and I have been anxiously looking for you." Now, why not add something here to indicate to the reader that Joseph isn't the father? Interestingly, there is a gospel that did not make it into the New Testament called the Infancy Gospel of Thomas. In this book, there is another story of Joseph and Jesus. Here, Jesus is playing on a Saturday making these birds out of clay. And a certain Jew, when he saw what Jesus did, playing upon the Sabbath day, departed straightway and told his father Joseph. Now, when Joseph confronts Jesus about this, Jesus claps his hands and the birds become living and fly away. Thus, all evidence of his malfeasance has disappeared. Now, although this story didn't make it into the Christian Bible, it did make it into the Quran. It's clear that in early Christianity, the idea of Jesus being born of a virgin depended on what tradition you were a part of. It is not mentioned in any letter in the New Testament, and it is not mentioned in our earliest gospel, Mark. Therefore, I conclude that it is a fabricated story, and it makes much more sense that in the case of the baby Jesus, Joseph,
You are the Father!
Happy Father's Day, Joseph.